Arva's vision is a world in which farmers are fairly compensated for their good and beneficial environmental practices, where they can monetize carbon they sequester, water they conserve, biodiversity they engender from good edge of field practices. Arva wants to bring all of those new sources of revenue into the hands of farmers and their advisors.
So how these projects work is that the companies are trying to incentivize the farmers to adopt more sustainable or regenerative agricultural practices. They will incentivize them by providing payment per acre or per ton of carbon reduced or removed. Historically, it had been very challenging for companies to get access to data at the farm level because it's so much further removed in their supply chain. And companies now can design regenerative agriculture programs where they pay the farmer to adopt more regenerative practices.
What we need is a win-win. It's a win where the CPG is able to reduce their Scope 3 emissions, but they do it in a way that's not extractive of the farmer or the rest of the supply chain, but adds value all the way back through.
We are working with some of the world's largest corporations to help create and lay the groundwork for doing this at scale. We're working across 23 states and 7 crops to help define what is sustainably grown.
There's a long time, what I would call almost a lineage of trusted advisors that have been giving information to farmers and farm families for generations. We know that that bond is very strong. So we piggyback on top of that bond and work with the trusted advisors that these farmers and growers have been using for a long time and bring in these solutions, whether that's agronomic or environmental asset driven.
So if we can help them work with the farmer to monetize those environmental assets, white label our technology to create new service offerings for their farmers to enhance the value that they do, we're now all benefiting throughout the process, the farmer, the channel partner, the downstream buyers, the environmental assets, helping farmers create better ways of applying fertilizer and genetics and understanding and learning from the data and the impact that we're creating.
Arva's predictive analytics takes a lot of the guesswork out of farming. We're no longer going from rules of thumb for how much fertilizer should be spread across a field. We have very targeted application that meet the specific needs of specific soil ecosystems in certain contexts, in certain microclimates. That capacity for both predictive analytics and risk analysis enables farmers to act with more confidence than maybe ever before.
I believe that the impact it will have on the overall world economy will be equal in significance to the Industrial Revolution and the digital internet revolution. And Arva has the potential to make a material impact